Hey guys, it's me Matthew again, and today I'm going to be reading another one of the books that I have written down called The Morphling Civil Wars. And for those who don't know what a Morphling is, it's a human who's able to morph into another animal. Like, hey, in this particular instance, you could be a human then morph into, let's say, a bear or an eagle, so on and so forth. And well, you basically are able to help, hunt, do whatever you need. Well, also, well, you'll listen here in a moment. But anyways, I hope you enjoy the story, because I'm honestly very curious on how I'm going to edit this out once they're all done. But anyways, let's continue on with the story. There was a cold world of nature, and within that nature there were villagers working together to keep their village thriving. But one night, the village chieftain Solly was out meditating when he heard a voice calling out to him in whispers that broke his concentration. Solly, Solly. Solly called out, "Who's there? No children are allowed out after curfew." Solly, come to me. Run with me. Solly, where are you? Who are you? I'm here in between these two trees with flowers growing around them. A glowing mist or a fog or vapor with glowing green eyes showing between the two trees. Solly, what's your name? Catch me to find out. The chase was difficult. They went through bushes, trees, went up a mountain, and then the cliff's edge. Your determination is admirable, but let's see if you were able to catch me when I do this. The chieftain ran after the vapor before it went off the cliff, but in doing so, they fell off the cliff anyways. The chieftain closed his eyes, waiting for his death, but when he opened his eyes, he found that he was blind. He looked to his right to see that his arm was an eagle wing, then looked behind himself and saw that he was the eagle itself. The chieftain flew to a nearby river stream. When the chieftain got to the stream, he saw his reflection, and instead of seeing him looking like an eagle, he saw his own reflection in the water, his human reflection. Solly, how am I seeing myself as I was in the water, but not what I've become? I wonder, how can I become my old self? The chieftain heard a whisper. Jump high backwards and land on your feet. Solly did what the whisper told him and jumped high backwards, landing on his feet in his human form. Solly, I need to show and tell my village what I found out. Solly came home that night, and in the morning he gathered the village to announce what he found. Solly, everyone here in the village, while I was out meditating last night in the Winter Grove Forest, I found something that can change the lives of everyone here in the village. I found the power of the bold eagle. Solly jumped high up backwards and morphed into a bold eagle, landing on his talons. The villagers were amazed, and then the chieftain jumped high backwards, morphing back into himself. Sully, I believe you can obtain your animal forms through meditation, open-mindedness, focus, patience, and inner peace within not just yourself, but within nature. Now, please, let's have a test after dinner tonight to see who among us is able to hear their own whispers that'll give you your animal forms. That the whispers are based on if you hear them, find them, and chase them, as well as trust them. They will keep you safe, like-minded. You may go back to your duties, everyone. The villagers went back to their duties and waited for tonight to gain their animal forms. When that time came around, everyone was outside meditating and waiting. The next morning, all but the very elderly and the young of under 10 gained their animal forms. The villagers decided on a new name for their village, Morphling Village, and called themselves the Morphlings. There were Morphlings that morphed into different kinds of bears, canines, felines, avians, lizards, horses, donkeys, deer, bison, cattle, and more, except insects, as well as specific types of sea creatures. They worked together as a family at first, until one day the Morphlings that could morph into the same species and breed came together. Then the next day they went to the chieftain. Species and breeds leaders are chieftain. We were thinking that those of the same species and breed should form our own clans, while those yet to become a Morphling gets taken into this village after they no longer need their mother's milk. Then ones of age be taken to the appropriate clan or form their own if they're not of the same species or breeds as the clans that are already made. Sully, as much as I want to disagree with you on this, I can see the determination in your eyes, and I know there's no stopping you all from making this happen. So, I will agree to allow this, but I will not be a part of it. I will stay here until I have chosen a new chieftain for our village that I shall rename to the village of New Morph. The Morphling clan leaders all agreed, then set out to make new homes, new villages with roads connecting to the original village at the center of the others being made. The clans over time fought mainly in competition or to unite the different breeds of the same species. This continued for 30 generations, but then my generation came into being of a different mindset that could change the future of the clans forever. This is the Morphling Civil Wars.